let's see how this works. So I made a few changes to how I record the sound. Niklas, du sa ju att ljudet var ju ganska dåligt i tidigare videos. So the sound was very low in volume. So without having to get a new mic or without looking at any other modifications, I looked at the settings I could change in FFmpeg when I do the streaming. And I think this might as well work pretty well. At least I got much better results when I was listening to a recording that I did on my computer. So I actually went back to the internal mic on the laptop because I found that like if I apply the same settings to my external mic, you can basically hear the cars going outside. So it's insane. I think that the sound is going to be a little bit cleaner with the internal mic, but I filter out all of the noise that comes from the fan using high-pass and low-pass filters. I'm actually curious how well this sounds, so I'm going to unmute the YouTube stream, and you're going to hear my voice twice, but we'll see how this sounds actually through YouTube. I'm going to unmute the YouTube stream. Okay, I think that's fine for now. So I'm going to go with this, and yeah, tell me, Niklas, if you think this is much better, or if maybe I need to tweak some settings. I could tweak perhaps compression settings or the filtering settings to get rid of more of that background fan noise. But I think it's at least my voice is a bit easier to hear now. Okay, so my idea about this video is that I'm going to go through some of the footprints, and I'm going to change things that require a lot of repetitive work, and I'm going to be doing it using a text editor. Because doing things like, for example, changing putting the mask over the vias that are part of the footprints is a lot of work if it's done manually. So I really don't want to do that manually. But using a text editor, this is actually pretty easy. So this is the PCB of the motor controller that I'm currently building. I have recorded the videos of designing the schematic and doing the layout so far. And I'm going to go to PCB New and start editing the footprints. So let's change, for example, this footprint. Let's make sure that our vias are covered with solder mask. To do that, I'm going to go to my terminal, and I'm going to go to the folder where I have all of the KiCad files. This is, by the way, the settings that I've tested for the sound. So I have a high-pass filter at 300, with a cutoff of 300 Hz, low-pass of 4000 Hz. I have a little bit of bass frequency. I'm not really sure about all of these settings. This is kind of just something I found online, and by looking through the examples in the documentation. And then there is also possibility to use compression. There is like yeah, it's very flexible. But let's open up the footprint. This is going to be this is called, I think, let's see what it's called. G&D motor driver is the name of this footprint, and I have it in the same folder under custom, pretty, and then G&D motor driver. Now this is the syntax. It's pretty self-explanatory, very nice, very easy to understand what's going on here. The way to find out what settings need to be changed is basically just by changing something in the editor and then looking at the difference that it makes in the footprint file. So, for example, to make sure that we have connection to the zones that is solid for some pads, which is actually going to be all of the pads here. I want all of the pads in this footprint to have solid connection to the ground. Because this is essentially part of the ground plane. So to ensure that it's solid, I can set the zone connect to 2. And also we have the through-hole. The through-hole pads are basically emulating the vias, but they need to be. They shouldn't have the mask layer because if they're on the mask layer, they're going to be just naked copper. I don't want that. So I want to remove the mask here, and we can do like this, delete 2 parentheses, and then just delete all of them, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that's easy enough. Much faster than having to do this manually. And then I update the footprint, and let's see, apply, and this should, let's see if I refill the areas. Right. Okay. Yeah. So let's have a look at the vias in 3D Viewer. Yep. So now let's see. Oh, that's strange. I must have missed a few. Of course, I missed a few. Yeah. Because we have plenty more of them up there. They don't. The elements don't come in any particular order. So let's see. I could actually just do like this. I think that this. Yeah. Actually, nothing should go on the mask layer, so I can just essentially replace that text. Let's see. This. So we match just the mask and we just delete it. That should do it. There we go. Update footprint. And let's have a look at the bias now. It's like with KiCad, it's a very powerful concept to edit things manually, because sometimes you have to do bulk replacements of certain certain parts of a footprint or the schematic or whatever else. And you don't have to wait until that functionality appears in the GUI. You can just open up the file with the text editor and edit it away. Now all the bias are covered, which is good. And now I have to do the same thing for all of the other footprints that have vias that are still uncovered. Let's see. And the sizes are going to be 0.6 and 0.3 millimeter hole. And also, I want to make sure that I have zone connect set to 2 on all of them. Even on the circles. Like, this is insanely hard to do 3D GUI. Like, because when you click on an element, you actually have to choose which one you want to select first. So it's absolutely unjustifiable to do this 3D GUI. So we got zone connects. I think I changed all of the zone connects. Yeah. Okay, let's go to GND 100. And remove that, and let's update the zone connect. This ensures that every element is connected using a solid connection to any pads that have the same, or to any copper areas that have the same net name. Okay, and before I move on, I just want to update the footprint so that, or actually, I could actually then, when I'm done, I'm just gonna go and click on like update all footprints. There could be some footprints that I haven't updated. Okay, so this is, I think this is done. Yeah. And we have G&D analog in. Also going to be without any mask and with some connect set to 2. If I wanted to make this even faster, I could record a Vim macro. Vim micro. Yeah. Vim micro, the ultra small version of Vim that runs on the STM32. Okay, analog out. Vim is truly the universal text editor. Once I started using Vim, I never went back to anything else. Let's see, rect circle, yeah. Do I have any other grounds here that I haven't changed? I think that's it. And then the MOSFET. So the MOSFET is power pack 8x8 dual. And we want to remove any mask here. Oh, no. This is a bit more complex. So, let's see. We need to. So we have some layers that. Yeah, I think this will have to be done manually, because I don't really know how to identify the holes that need to be without mask. But yeah, this one I'll just edit manually, because there are some pads that, or actually no. We need to match the through hole. So I shouldn't remove the mask from anything that's an SMD pad, but anything that is a through hole is pretty much without, yeah, all of the through holes are just emulated bias. So let's remove the mask from, let's see, we can do like this. So we could match, yeah, maybe we can do like this actually. Let's see. So we could match a group through hole, and then this could work, and then we replace it with the same group. That's it, yeah. Okay. Nope. I think I replaced. Yeah, I think this actually worked. Let's check the diff of this. So git diff custom pretty power pack. Yeah, through holes, and got through holes. Yeah, so I've only modified the mask settings on the through hole pads. Then I can go to my PCB and update footprints from library. Update all footprints. This is going to take some time. And if you are watching this video live, then you can ask questions in the chat. I'll answer them when I see the chat, when I check the chat. And it's nice to stream live. I like the idea. I really like the idea that YouTube has implemented. Let's see. Still working. This takes a while. I should have saved the PCB before this and committed it to Git so that I could see the changes that are being made now. Or at least only the relevant changes. We'll see. I can check the diff of the PCB as well. Because like this output is useless. It basically reports that it has changed the footprint when it's essentially the same footprint. The footprint hasn't changed. So this is just messages for every single package. So you don't actually know which one has changed. Oh no no. It's impossible to abort. So KiCad keeps the copy of the footprint in the board file, so they're not referenced; they're copied into the board. And if you forget, like if you right-click on a footprint and you choose Open in Footprint Editor, and if you forget to update that footprint before you open it that way, KiCad will actually open the version that is on the board and not the actual footprint in the library. That's important to remember because if you have a modified version in the library, you might save it and overwrite the modified version with the old version that is in your on your PCB. Come on. I wish I could abort this. This is taking a long time. Okay, cool. Let's see what changed. It would be very unfortunate if KiCad has save this as well. If KiCad has written the file in random order. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's just visibility, the motor drive, power pack. All these are updated. Not have the mask, and then there is a whole lot of this. Oh, okay. So it has actually updated Does it update the edit time on all of them? Yeah, this is not very useful. But at least I should have the updated vias now. They're not exposed. Yeah, much better. Okay. What else do I need to fix? Oh, that's weird. Did I? Okay, interesting. Something is messed up with some of the pads. So some of the pads have no copper. Why is that? What happened? Did I mess something up? Let's see what I did to that file. Oh, okay. Could it be something with the zone connect? Most probably yes. Okay. Maybe it's the parenthesis. Maybe it should be one parenthesis less there, but I have to check first with a different footprint. Let's look at the motor driver. Yeah, of course. So this needs to be okay. Let's see. So if I remove the last parenthesis on the relevant lines, let's see. Let's find the last parenthesis. So this would be, yeah, next. Yeah, actually, let's find last parenthesis that also includes the copper layer. That's better. It's too slow. Much faster to just navigate to the character. Because when I do a match in Vim, the cursor stops at the first character of the match. Okay, and probably should check all of them. Motor driver. There. That should be everything, I think. And in the MOSFET footprint, I haven't changed any of the zone connects, so it should be fine. Much better. Yeah, that's already changed, and this one as well. Update footprint, and then this one. Okay. And I wonder, let's see. I think that these holes are covered with solder mask on the back, but I have to check. Come on. Come on, rotate. Here we go. Yeah. Everything looking good there. Just the motor connectors left, I think, in terms of the exposed bias. Yeah, and that one as well. And that one as well. Unless that's something else. Let's see. That one, yeah. These ones need to be changed. And this one as well. Yeah. Impossible to edit them in bulk. That doesn't work in KiCad. So I have to remove the mask manually or through the text editor. yeah, I'm gonna edit that one through the text editor. Motor. Where did I save it? Ah, interesting. Oh, it's called Anytech. Yeah. Like that. And I don't think I need to make any other changes to it. So if I have a window open in eSchema, I cannot actually use the UI in PCB New. All right. Looking good. So this is how it's possible to modify the... Oh, it doesn't look good. Right, okay. So is it only that, nothing else? Do you see what I'm looking at? I have changed. Let's see. I have mistakenly also replaced the mask on these connections. Front mask and back. Which is obviously wrong. I guess that for mechanical holes, doing the mask cutout basically means that you will not have solder mask around the hole. Let's see. Because mechanical holes, they don't have any copper on them. At least they're not supposed to. Yeah. Okay. That's looking good. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.